This is the book of Matthew 5:28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman and lust after her, hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. Galatians 5:16. I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. I'm calling you, babe, then I'm calling her, babe. You all on my mind for a moment of time, then you slip away. I mislead you in my actions. You shouldn't even text her address. Yeah, I tell her like a kid at the park, I'm a slide. Next thing you know, she on ran to the morning. Shorty Tupac, ambitious for a ride. I send a drunk text, nonchalant like I'm yawning. I know she want a man, I don't blame her, no. You should find a noble steel on a dog. She missing all the signs, I won't steer her wrong. Like a bird in the sky, I'm a feather off. I'ma let her know. Oh, it's not even close to love. Yeah, I don't mind spending no time. Girl, why you wanna loaf it up?
Shalom to all the Jews and Gentiles alike. Sending a strong shalom to the children of light. Namaste to all. Y'all already know what the deal is. You're gonna give all praise, all honor, and glory to the Most High, our power, to 𝐁𝐸, to 𝐯𝐢𝐲, 𝐷𝐷𝐸 𝐷𝐸 𝐷𝐸 through the Holy Shekinah. Acknowledgement to our elder brother, Yahushua, HaMashiach, Yahweh Shai, Matzah the Lamb, Isa, Emmanuel, Yesiah, the Messiah, Yahusha, the Lion from the tribe of Yehuda, the one the world calls Jesus Christ. So today, brethren, we're going to be getting back into the Testament of the 12. And we're going to be talking about the spirits of promiscuity. Fellas, y'all already know where this is going. Y'all saw that thumbnail? Y'all already kind of know what's going on? This video really is for the brothers out there, okay? So if there's any sisters watching, I don't know. Cover up for your brothers, okay? Cover up. But I know you fellas be out there, man. Y'all be at work, probably going to the grocery store, minding your own business, and something just crazy just walk past you. You know, or maybe they be walking behind you, right? They be walking in front of you. They trying to like bend over. They trying to do all this stuff. You be going on Twitter, social media, and you see something crazy online. These women, they out here, they just showing everything. Okay, that spirit of promiscuity is everywhere. It's active. It's on the OnlyFans. It's on the gram. It's on the TikTok. It's on the Twitter. It's on the Facebook. Right? It's on all these websites. It don't matter where you going. All right, it's gonna be there. The simp culture. We have brothers out here giving money to these chicks, right? Flying them out, doing this, doing that. And it's like, you really gotta ask yourself, it's like, why do they do all this stuff? Right? They want that attention, they want the validation. Right? And it's crazy because the same spirits that are doing this right now are the same spirits back then. They were probably hoeing it up. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. They were probably hoeing it up. They were probably, their body count was probably like, I don't know, they were sleeping around. They were probably sleeping with king after prince after, what I'm saying? Just going all over the place, So we're gonna go into the Testament of the 12. But before we go into the Testament of the 12, we're gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3. And it reads, Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. So your strength actually is your seed, fellas. All right, you don't believe me? All right, let's get a precept. This is the book of Job, chapter 40 and verse 16, and it reads, "Lo now, his strength is in his loins." Where's your loins, fellas? Your sacrum area, your lower area, and his force is in the navel of his belly. Okay, so fellas, brothers, you cannot be out here sleeping around with these women, out here willing to give your seed to all these women just because she looked nice. You just want to go ahead and give them your strength. Now let's go to the Testament of the 12. Let's get some wisdom from our forefathers. Testament of Reuben. This is Testament of Reuben, chapter 3, verse 10. "Do not devote your attention to a woman's looks, nor live with a woman who is already married, nor become involved in affairs with women." This is chapter 4, from the top. "Do not devote your attention to the beauty of women, my children, nor occupy your minds with their activities, but live in integrity of heart, in the fear of the Most High, and weary yourself in good deeds, in learning and in tending your flocks, until the Most High gives you the mate whom he wills, so that you do not suffer as I did." Let's go down to verse 6. "For the sin of promiscuity is the pitfall of life, separating man from the Most High and leading on toward idolatry." Pause. So when you look and you gaze at these women, right, you low-key idolizing them. So you gotta be careful. "For the sin of promiscuity is the pitfall of life, separating man from the Most High and leading on toward idolatry, because it is the deceiver of the mind and the perceptions, and leads youths down to hell before their time. For promiscuity has destroyed many, whether a man is old, well born, rich or poor. He brings on himself disgrace among mankind, and provides Beliar, which is Shaitan, with an opportunity to cause him to stumble." Let's go to chapter 5 from the top. Hopefully, if there's any sisters out there, hopefully they don't get offended by this. Well, especially these next 4 words I'm about to say. Okay, but here we go. Chapter 5 from the top. "For women are evil, my children, and by reason of their lacking authority or power over man, they scheme treacherously how they might entice him to themselves by means of their looks. And whomever they cannot enchant by their appearance, they conquer by a stratagem. Indeed, the angel of the Most High told me and instructed me that women are more easily overcome by the spirit of promiscuity than are men. They contrive in their hearts against men. Then, by decking themselves out, they lead men's minds astray. By a look, they implant their poison. And finally, in the act itself, they take them captive." Chapter 6 from the top. "So guard yourself against sexual promiscuity. And if you want to remain pure in your mind, protect your senses from women, and tell them not to consort with men, so that they too might be pure in their minds." Now let's get a precept out of one of my favorite books, the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus. Let's go to chapter 26, verse 7. "An evil woman is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that has hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids." This is verse 22. "A harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her man. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a righteous woman is given to him that fears Yahuwah. A dishonest woman contemns shame, but an honest woman will reverence her man. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahuwah. A woman that honors her man shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonors him in her pride shall be counted wicked of all. Now let's go back to the Testament of the 12. Let's go to the Testament of Judah. Let's see what wisdom Judah got. Chapter 14. And now, my children, I tell you, do not be drunk with wine, because wine perverts the mind from the truth, arouses the impulses of desire, and leads the eyes into the path of error. For the spirit of promiscuity has wine as its servant, for the indulgence of the mind. If any of you drinks wine to the point of drunkenness, your mind is confused by sordid thoughts, and your body is kindled by pleasure to commit adultery. Thus he commits sin and is unashamed. Such is the drunkard, my children. He who is drunken has respect for no one. See, even I was deceived, so that I was not ashamed before the throng in the city. Because before the eyes of all I turned aside to Tamar and committed a great sin, and disclosed to my sons my acts of uncleanness. When I had drunk wine, I flouted shamelessly God's command and took the Canaanite woman. He who drinks wine needs much perception, my children, and this is the perception the wine drinker requires. So long as he is decent, he may drink, but if he exceeds the limits, the spirit of error invades his mind and makes the drunkard become foul-mouthed and lawless. Yet, rather than be ashamed, he boasts in his dishonorable action and considers it to be fine. See, and this is why people go to clubs. Okay, you go to clubs, you get a drink, you get tipsy, and before you know it, you already in bed with somebody. Look, they already got you. Okay, because you know there's lots of spirits in that type of environment. But people don't see these things. They don't see these things. They just go just to have a good time, quote unquote, right? But don't even realize there's spirits working here in the background that they don't even see. All right, so let's go down to chapter 15, and this is verse 5. And the angel of the Most High showed me that women have the mastery of both king and poor man. From the king they will take away his glory, from the virile man his power, and from the poor man even the slight support that he has in his poverty. Chapter 16. Take care to be temperate with wine, my children, for there are in it 4 evil spirits: desire, heated passion, debauchery, and sordid greed. If you drink wine in merriment, showing due respect to the fear of the Most High, you shall live. But if you drink without restraint, and the fear of the Most High departs, the result is drunkenness, and shamelessness sneaks in. But if you wish to live prudently, abstain completely from drinking, in order that you might not sin by uttering lewd words, by fighting, by slander, by transgressing the Most High's commands. Then you shall not die before your allotted time. The mysteries of God and men wine discloses, just as I disclosed to the Canaanite women the commandments of the Most High and the mysteries of Jacob my father, which God had told me not to reveal. Chapter 17. And now, my children, I command you not to love money or to gaze on the beauty of women, because it was on account of money and attractive appearance that I was led astray to Bathsheba the Canaanite. For in the books of Enoch the righteous, this is chapter 18, I have read the evil things you will do in the last days. Guard yourselves, therefore, my children, against sexual promiscuity and love of money. Listen to Judah, your father, for these things distance you from the law of God. Blind the direction of the soul and teach arrogance. They do not permit a man to show mercy to his neighbor. They deprive his soul of all goodness and oppress him with hardships and grief. They take away sleep from him and utterly waste his flesh. They impede the sacrifices to the Most High. He does not remember the blessings of God. He does not obey the prophet when he speaks, and he is offended by a pious word. For two passions contrary to God's commands enslave him, so that he is unable to obey the Most High. They blind his soul, and he goes about in the day as though it were night. All right, let's get one more precept. Let's go back to the book of Sirach. This is chapter 19, verse 2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaves to harlots will become impudent. So that's gonna be it for this video. Didn't want to make it too long. Just something to snack on, you know, just a little pastry snack to grab and go. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully you learned something. And that's gonna be it. I say shalom and stay strong.